show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Your host Superman in the house, and boy, we've got lots of cool stuff. Pretty similar to yesterday, but we've got a lot of updates coming through. So we're going to talk about that. Of course, we're going to be getting into the mix on PulseChain, and of course into the stock market. We're going to quickly do that, and then we're going to get into PulseChain. We're going to cover X1 and XDex, a little bit of updates around that. That's obviously just launched. And what else? We're going to get into Gladiator games. Referrals has just come out. That is actually next level. And so that's super exciting. So we're going to get into all of that today in the live stream. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me just share, of course, the show on X. We're probably doing a slightly shorter show today, just because I've got some guests coming soon after, normally when I finish. So probably going to finish a little bit earlier for that. But yeah, exciting times ahead. We got Hexcavator in the house there. Great to see you, Hexcavator, as always. Big shout out. And Frank White as well. Bang, bang. A Pulse gang. I love it. Good to see Frank White in the house. And there is the link to the show there. So smash the show out there. And of course, daily shows, 8 p.m. Eastern. And there we go. Share the show. Just takes 1 moment to hit the repost. All right. So let me just jump out of here. Actually, we're going to probably keep that up because I'm going to have to bring that up a bit later. But let's get into the stock market and see how that goes. So we've got the S&P. We're going to quickly get into the commentary there, I think. Let me just quickly check everything. Yeah, I think that's fine. So we're going to have a quick look at the results. And I'll pull it up right now. All right, so the stock market for Wednesday, good old Wednesday there. We had the Dow Jones pretty much flat at 46,600. S&P 500 was actually up 0.6%, so really nice, 39 points, 6,753. And the Nasdaq there up 1.1%, 255 points to 23,000. So looking really good there. We look at the Nasdaq there, just keeps pushing new all-time highs. Look at that thing. Look at that thing go. S&P 500 likewise. Dow Jones there doing pretty well also. So pretty amazing results there. US dollar, 98.56. Going to commodities, we got West Texas right now, $62, and that is just down a 30%. Brent oil at $66, that is up 1%. And we've got gold right now, obviously crashing through that 4,000. Amazing record territory. Down $35 today, though. But man, look at that thing go. Look at that thing go. Let's have a look at the last week. Look at that thing go. Yeah, so new all-time high around $4,078. We're just off that at the moment, $4,035. Silver as well, really pushing new boundaries. I'm not sure if it's actually reached all-time high yet. I think it has actually. It's actually made a new all-time high, pretty sure. But it is currently slightly off that now, $48.22. So silver on the move, guys. So if you've got a bag of silver, you got to be enjoying that. That is pretty awesome there. Excavator says 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time there. Says 6. Are you right? It's not 8 p.m. It's 7 p.m. now because of daylight savings. I forget about that. I got tripped out. We have daylight savings start last weekend, a week ago. So yeah, I need to be corrected there. The other thing, of course, is it last weekend? No, last weekend must be Australia. No, 2 weeks ago, actually, a week and a half ago. Yeah, daylight savings, and then last weekend must have been Australia. So Australia was 3 hours behind, but I think they're back to 2 hours like they were before. So yeah, there we go. Thanks for the correction. It's 7 p.m. Eastern. There we go. So that's even earlier. It's even earlier. All right, so that's pretty much the stock market, and we're going to quickly look at the Fed. Obviously, that's coming up for the next meeting. 2 weeks and 6 days and 18 hours to go. The market's expecting a 25 basis rate point cut there. Bring on Richard Hart. That's all I can say. He loves the interest rates, so it could be a trigger. Could be a trigger for PulseChain. We know that they had that $4.5 million move a couple months ago, just sitting there on the old PulseChain. We got the $25 million in ETH going through Tornado Cash. Yeah, could be exciting times in the future. Keep a look out there. Interest rates, Richard Hart, and of course maybe the PMI as well. We'll see. That is it on the old stock market update. It didn't take us long, did it? Didn't take us long to go through that. And next up, is, of course, is the quick look at the crypto markets overall. We're going to see how that's going. So we'll do that now. Should we do that? Let's go full screen on that one. And don't forget to get in the chat there as well and share the channel around. So at the moment, we've got the market cap 4.32 trillion, up 1%. So it's good news. We got even more coins today, 19,124 coins on CoinGecko. Bitcoin at the moment, 123,100, up 1%. Ethereum there, 4,515. That's up 0.6%. BNB just taking a little bit of a breather. Is at a staggering $1,297. I mean, that's crazy. That is down 0.8% today. But up 28% for the week. Crazy stuff there. XRP at number 5, up 1%, $2.89. Solana at number 6, up 3%, $228. And we got Doge at number 8, up 2.8% at 25.6 cents. And finally, Tron, number 10, up 1% at 34 cents. So those are our top 10. And the best performer overnight has been the Solana, up 3%. Now, last week, the best performer clearly has been BNB, up 27.8% at a staggering $1,296. So only just broke 1,000. That was glorious, and now almost $1,300. So what's CZ up to? What's CZ up to? That's all we can say. All right, so that is BNB chain. Looking at the top 100, let's have a look at that. So we've got Zcash, of course, coming out of the blue, waking up a little bit. And that is at number 57. It is our best performer, 50% increase, 37.5% today. So we're getting a little bit of altcoin fever. We're getting a little bit of a sign of altcoins with any increases like that, but it's only one. So we need a lot more than that, right? Need a lot more than that. Number 100 is SPX 6900. That is up 44.5% for the week, number 2. So nice move there. And Mantle there at number 28, 41%. BNB, of course, at number 3, up 28%. And those are our top 5, essentially, with the BNB there. Top 1,000 is Lava Network, Chain Opera, and Lorenzo Protocol. I think we've looked at all those in the past, so we're going to look at them today. We've got trending at the moment, Undead Games, SX Network, and Zcash. So there we go. That is our coverage of crypto generally. Not bad, not bad. Let's have a quick look at the strategic ETH reserve. No real change there. Our last update, that was a big buy, was obviously Bitminer Mission, which has been consistently buying Ethereum. And that's exciting times. And of course, the other big news was SharpLink increasing their goal from 1 million to 5%, just like Bitminer Mission. We haven't seen that buying as such yet being disclosed, but SharpLink there looking to also get 6 million coins. OMG. ETH is going to absolutely go through the moon this cycle. It is insane. We're just seeing that happen. It's really, really fun. All right, we already saw ETH being sucked off the exchanges from over 20 million to now just over 16 million. It's disappearing at a fast rate or not, so we know what happens to prices eventually when that sort of thing happens. Parabolics, and of course we're expecting that for this quarter, Q4 into next year, Q1, Q2 next year could be pretty damn amazing at that run rate because they've still got to buy a majority of their coins. They've still got to buy, and many other entities too. So it's going to be pretty crazy there. PulseChain SAC, of course, sitting there is 160,000. That's just gone down by about 6,000 ETH. Have you noticed? So it was 166,000. It's now at 160.9, showing up there in the account. So definitely things on the move with all that ETH moving. Of course, that 25 mil. It's been reflected in the PulseChain SAC there, which is pretty interesting. We're going to zoom in on that again on GoPulse. So that is the update for the crypto market quickly overall. It was pretty fast. I said we were going to move pretty fast today. And of course, we're going to get into the next one, which is, of course, PulseChain Pulse Gains. I've got to remember to keep tabs on where I'm up to here as well. Make sure I've got all the latest and greatest. But we're going to get into some of the project updates after this. So that'd be cool. So let me just think where I'm going here. PulseChain. We're going to PulseChain next. And so let's get into the results for that. We're going to go to the middle screen here. And, still not quite in the green yet for the old PulseChain. 880 days around the world, apparently. 880 days around the world for PulseChain. Of course, PulseChain launched on the 30th of May, 2023. Here we are 880 days later. It's insane. It's insane, right? When we had that launch, you guys remember the launch, the AMM ramp-ups and everything, all that? It was crazy times, the first couple of days. Here we are 880 days later. We've got Pulse right now at quadruple 032 is down 1.76%, sitting at 32% of the mean sacrifice price. Is this the bottom of essentially? Are we we're not the bottom of the prices, but essentially the end of the bottom phase? And of course, that is where we are right now. We have seen us break through the long-term resistance. Now got back onto it slightly, testing it. So maybe that's something we'll talk about tomorrow's show. When we've got a bit more time, we'll go through all the charts and look at the longer-term view where PulseChain is. Is it about to begin that big run-up? PulseX right now, Quadruple 0213, is just pretty flat at the moment. Just down slightly, but pretty flat, really. 21% of the mean sacrifice price. Buy and burn is continuing to rise slowly and surely. 7.85% of PulseX being bought up and burned. Incentive token there at the moment, $1.33, showing a little bit of green, 1.5%. And then we've got Hex right now, 69 hundredths of a penny, down 3.6%. So if you're wanting to pick up Hex, of course, which is one of the best 5 performers from the last bull market cycle, well, it's giving you a chance there. Just below 7/10 of a penny. EHEX holding pretty much the same as yesterday, 28 hundredths of a penny. Combined price of EX and PX sitting at 97 hundredths of a penny there. So Hex on PulseChain, pretty friendly pickup right now. Let's go to the gas prices and let's see what they were at. 710,000 beats, so it's pretty what we've seen a lot. And it's 0.8 of a penny for a PulseX swap right now. Validators 53,057, pretty similar to yesterday, maybe up slightly possibly. And then the bridge there, let's have a look at the bridge value, 112.3 million. But we know that EHEX has been holding that value up, right? With the we have bled out a little bit on the stables and ETH, but that is being held up right now. Let me have a quick look at the ETH value. We did do a new snapshot, I think it was yesterday, so that we can use it as a reference point moving forward. What's the 8th? Yeah, so yesterday we did it. We had 6,180 ETH, so that's gone down by 10 ETH, so we actually lost that a little bit there already. Stable coins is DAI is actually up 3,000 on DAI. USD Tether there is down quite dramatically, actually. Wow, that's actually down quite a bit there. It's 267,000 or so down on USDC. That's quite a move down there. And but although we do have traders moving in and out, 100, 200Ks a lot of the time. And then we got USD Tether there is down as well quite a bit as well. So about 115,000 or something. So yeah, we lost a little bit of capital there. So that is where we are right now. So we'll keep track of that. Let's go to the Treasury. And of course the Treasury there, let's have a see what the values are. So yeah, we're looking, it's got here slightly different number here, 161,000 ETH. Remember we're sitting at 166,000. We're at 172 or something, if I remember rightly originally. So there's already obviously ETH sitting around different places. And yeah, that's where we are. So we're still up 16%, $100 million, sitting at 728 million here. And of course, the other money has gone through Tornado Cash from looks of it, slowly and surely, getting trucked in at 100 ETH, something like that. And then, of course, we'll look for the bridge values, I guess. That is where we are right now on the old PulseChain overview. Let's quickly go to the overall markets. So we've got 18.5 million right now in the volume on PulseChain. That includes PulseX 9-inch, 9mm primarily, and a few other extras there. The top performer right now is XGame. And of course, we've got updates for XGame, and I've got that on the title. Yeah, XGame public test. So let's go to XGame, and we're going to have a look at that. That's from Firewhale, of course, one of our 2 big public whales. And we can see that this chart is on the move here. Let me just go back here, actually. Let me get out of that one. Let's go to this one here. And this got a proper series on it. So let's go to XGame here. We're going to go to, you can see a little bounce back there too. We went down to 1.8 cents back up to almost 2.2 cents there on the hourly. But let's go to the daily, get rid of those trades there. That is the chart. So it's holding up pretty well. RSI on the daily is sitting at 61. So it's got plenty of room to move to the upside. Moving to the 4-hourly there. Certainly it's at just above the 50. So plenty of room to move on the upside there. And looking at the weekly for XGame, it is currently, looking still overheated. It's quite overheated actually at 82. So yeah, but getting close to launch, and everyone's pretty impressed. I've heard only good things about the game, the way it looks and sounds. For anyone that's played crash games on other casinos like BetFury, centralized sort of crypto casinos, they've got a really good one. But I actually think the XGame one is crash game is even more exciting, even better. So they've done a great job in pushing the boundaries against some of the industry leaders. So really excited about that. And of course, it's going to be decentralized and on Telegram. So you've got some really good stuff happening there. Could be the first PulseChain killer app, right? So let's go have a look at some of the news. around XGame, and we're going to pull that up and look at that first. I know that Firewell's very excited, and so is Randy Alaski. They're all been pretty happy about it, and obviously that's their keen focus is on XGame right now. So very, very cool stuff happening there. So we got this update 4 hours ago. XGame, everything's running smooth across all chains. Public test is next. So they've just finished a private or closed testing, and now that's gone all good. So they're now moving to a public test net next. So it's pretty cool. So no doubt people are still playing it on the private testnet, a few select people, but public testnet is next. And I don't think this is going to be very long, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if the public testnet is no longer than 3 to 5 days. And then I think they're going to go live pretty much after that. I think that's pretty much it. So getting excited to show what we've built. And of course, the animations are pretty cool. And it's pretty snazzy. They've done a great job with this crash game. And it's very exciting. Of course, people after big X's, it's going to have big referral codes, 30%. So people will be able to do that. You'll be able to use our referral code, of course, on the Kryptonite show when that comes out. And of course, you can join the XGame portal. We have the first XGame community, so you'll be able to join that as well. And you can find that in a lot of the groups. So I don't know if we've got the link there at the moment, but you can definitely find it. I think we've got the link in the video description actually on YouTube. So we'll do a bit of a promotion around that, so you'll be able to join up to XGame portal, which is a community, and also with all the intel, and also get into join up there as well for the XGame. So we'll have that in the house soon enough. Let me just post this in the old XGame there. So kind of cool. All right. What else are we going to say? The XGame is coming, and I think there's something else though. I think we've got SolidX as well has made a comment about this, so we're going to quickly check SolidX, and pretty sure they made a comment about XGame as well today. 5 hours ago there. Look, took some time off, but animated P&L cards are dropping soon. So Hex down 6% and emotionals are full on chain. So obviously when you do Solid Trader, which is their first product that they had out, right? So Solid Trader is out, and we've got that, got that link as well out there. So I'll share that in a minute. But took some time off, but animated P&L cards are dropping soon. So got new innovations around Solid Trader. So you can have Solid Trader and Solid Trader and XGame, the crash game, are both on Telegram. Remember, there's over 1 billion monthly average users on Telegram, so it's twice as many as on X. So it's really fantastic, guys. It's gonna be really, really good. So cool stuff there, and everyone's liking it. So let me put that in. I guess we'll put that in here as well. Bam. All right. So just putting that in the Kryptonite show, and just supporting the Solid Trader there. Now I think we've got Solid Trader in the link there, but I'm going to post a link in the chat if you guys want to open yourself up a Solid Trader on Telegram. Get ready for XGame as well. But on this, it's super duper. It's got limit orders and stop losses, all sorts of stuff. The Solid Trader is absolutely amazing there as well. So we're going to put that in the we'll put that under the show as well. So don't forget to join up to Solid Trader. Solid Trader there on Telegram, and it is impressive, guys. It is really impressive, so definitely check it out. You can set up your own accounts. You can do lightning speed trades, all that sort of stuff. It's really, really good. And if you want more details, just go to the top. I've got on the pin to the post there, I've got the Solid Trader, all the details, so you get all the advantages that it's got: ultra fast trades, no more stuck transactions, etc. Multiple wallets set up, one-click buys, limit orders, stop losses, take profits, charting, super duper, everything there. And all you have to do is fund your wallet, paste the contract address that you want to buy of token, and just click buy. Really awesome, and the really slick traders are using it. Is pretty awesome. And I got a whole ton of tutorial videos. These are from the official account, so these are official videos, all breaking down how to use it, so you can sort of see how to use it there. It's got referrals as well, so you can do referrals yourself. And spread it around. It's pretty awesome, guys. 30%. I can't remember actually the referral percentage there. Now, referrals won't be paid out until a certain point. I think they're going to open up the referral payments when XGame goes live. This is kind of when I'm feeling there that would unleash a whole ton of capital that's been earned for the last couple of months on Solid Trader. So I think that's maybe what they're going to be doing, which is a very sneaky little cool thing to do, right? So there we go. That is Solid Trader, and of course also XGame is about to come out, right? So very, very exciting times there for the old Solid Trader at XGame. So awesome, and a chart, of course, looking pretty strong there at almost 2.2 cents there. Market cap 21.7 million right now. So that is Solid Trader. I think we covered that pretty well. The next one I wanted to talk about, we're going to talk about the rest of the charts. Let me just keep a track of the time here. So we got Peacock has been at the top there too. So Peacock has announced a new treasury. And look at that chart go, guys. Look at the chart go. Got absolutely pumped back here at 39 of a penny. It got pushed all the way up to 7/10 of a penny. Got sold back down after making kind of a double top here. Sold back down to 54 of a penny, so just below half a cent. So there's a lot of volatility, right? A lot of volatility there, but now has just powered away. Look at that, almost up. It's just over 3/4 of a penny right now for Peacock. How does that compare to history? Well, history is it's been as high as 1.6 cents approximately, maybe just slightly higher than that. And here we are. We're getting higher on the RSI, so it is almost on the daily, almost overbought, not quite there yet. So probably got a little bit of more staying power to go, but they've now launched their treasury, right? So let's go have a quick look at the treasury for Peacock. Let's go do that. So Peacock, of course, is Liberty Swap's main coin. Liberty Swap, of course, one of the big new bridges systems on PulseChain, looking to ramp up to I think it was 30 blockchains, maybe 40. Can't remember now. 30, so there's 30, maybe 40. A lot of blockchains, and of course that's going to open up liquidity and make it really easy to onboard to PulseChain. And of course they had this announcement which came out, and what time did it come out there? Yesterday, 11 a.m. So it's been just over 24 hours, and they said we're excited to announce the launch of PulseChain Peacock Treasury Strategy. This is a big deal, and of course they always give you a few teasers before they announce. And that's their treasury wallet there, right? It's B69. Our team will begin buying back Peacock from the market starting 8th of October, 0 UTC time, as part of the plan to build and strengthen the treasury. But wait, there's more. There's always more, isn't there? Which is pretty huge. So, we've got our goals: stabilize market liquidity and absorb sell pressure on Peacock during any market dip. Accumulate yield-generating assets such as Pulse, ETH, and stablecoins to earn returns that will be used to buy back more Peacock. So, using a lot of really good mechanisms for pushing Peacock up. And look, Peacock is liking it. It's going up into the moon there, and so forth. So, number 3, reinvest profits into buybacks or liquidity expansions to strengthen market depth. And of course, fund ecosystem projects and partnerships that drive real utility and adoption of Peacock and Liberty Swap. So if you're out there, you're a project that you think you might fit in there, the utility, you should be, hitting these guys up, hitting Liberty Swap up there, because it could be pretty useful for you if you're driving real utility. And that could be lots of different things, right? Number 5, actively manage treasury assets with the freedom to buy or sell holdings as needed to grow the overall treasury and accumulate more. And then they had funding sources underneath that. And this is really gets interesting. They go a fixed percentage of Liberty Swap trading fees, minimum 20% to maximum 100%, depending on market conditions, will be automatically allocated to the treasury wallet. Yeah, boy. Additionally, incomes streams will come from bridge fees, which we know about, validator rewards. Interesting, because not really they putting stuff into maybe like vouchers or something like that. Interesting. And of course, affiliate revenue as well. Now, affiliate revenue, that's pretty interesting. I'm not aware of any affiliate program at the moment, so is that coming up? I'm not sure. That's pretty interesting. Team-led fundraising activities from outside the PulseChain. Say what? I mean, come on, what are these guys up to? Will also contribute to the treasury. So these guys got a few things up their sleeve, and I'm sure we'll see a bit more of that. So that is from Liberty Swap there. Pretty crazy. And I said the last two seem new, yeah. So that's Liberty Swap there. So that's a pretty big announcement, and the chart is on the moon there. So how high will this go? Well, obviously RSI is getting a bit hot there, but it's still got a bit of room to move. Looking at the weekly there, we don't really have an RSI print for the weekly, so I guess maybe we could go to 3 days. 3 days. See what 3 days got the thing there. We've got a little print on 3 days at 58. So 58 there. So yeah. how much higher to the previous all-time high? Well, the previous all-time high didn't have a treasury buying up the price, and that's 120%. Now, the other thing about this, of course, is that that they made a few other comments with a few other teams like Pump Tires, and that was pretty interesting on the old commentary there. I'm not sure if we've got that below here. Let me have a look. I thought we had some comments here. Yeah, it's not on this particular commentary, but imagine someone was, I think it was Pump Tires, was saying, imagine if Richard Hart posted out Peacock. Well, we know we've seen some pretty interesting behavior from Liberty Swap. Some people thinking that may be associated to Richard Hart there. We'll see. We'll see what happens. No one really knows, but some pretty weird direction there happening with the old Liberty Swap. Just came out of the blue there, and of course is pumping up, doing a lot of activities, pumping up the chain. What else we got in there? We got a few others there. Yes, we tested it with some silly meme coin on base. They're apparently doing some other stuff there. What else we got going? A bit of rivalry between Bria and Peacock. Peacock is ripping off and Bria is in disbelief. Now, you guys know that Coinaki is coming soon from Ms. Rochelle and Mr. Rochelle, Rackham Rochelle, that is, the big whale. And they're going to have Battle of the Meme Coins coming up. So this is going to be something I don't know why. I'm just excited about it. I think it's going to be great for PulseChain promotions and excitement. So you're going to have Battle of the Memes, and already there's this big battle between Peacock and Bria without even having it started. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see that play out at the moment. Keep a look out there. So, yeah, Peacock pumping, says Liberty Swap. That was an hour ago. Is pumping on the news that it might become the first PulseChain silly meme coin to get listed on Coinbase. So now they're really stirring the pot there. Stir with a centralized exchange listing. And of course, not only one of the big 3 US ones, right? So you get all the US investors. 300 million Coinbase users can buy it. There we go. Look at that. It's a big teasers. So that is on the up and up there. And probably that was, how long ago was that post? That was how long? Let me find it here. I've got the wrong screen. But that was an hour ago. And the markets. Let's look at the hourly chart. The market's been going up for quite a few hours now as well on that. So how high will it go? Is it going to go to $1? Is it going to go 10 cents? I mean, it's only 3/4 of a penny right now. But man, these guys know how to market. They know how to pump. It's just what it is. Peacock there doing some pretty cool things. Crypto Connoisseur says none of the big corrals in PulseChain are actively promoting Peacock. This should be music to your ears. What normally happens is they get pre-allocated coins, promote it, then dump on your heads. Boo-hoo! The biggest holders are Liberty Swap and Humpback holders. Liberty Swap and Humpback holder, and we know their mindsets. Everyone else bought off the market at the price they deserved. The Magic Outriders here, are you on board? So a lot of FOMO here happening on with the old Peacock there. Liberty Swap says Coinbase has announced the launch of XDex trading within its app, now available to US users. The feature enables instant trading of newly launched tokens on the base network, which users are able to execute trades directly using their Coinbase balance or USDC. All network fees are covered by Coinbase Peacock to $10. And there we go. Well, we're only at 3/4 of a penny right now. So some big talk there. So, yeah, pretty exciting. And Liberty Swap says we've been preparing for this moment for months. It's time to fully support PulseChain's assets and give our best effort. With patience and dedication, we believe we'll come out as winners in the cycle. So that's pretty cool. Hey, you guys don't spam the chat there with the old Clash token. Thanks. Appreciate that. If there's a modder out there, you know what to do. It's pretty exciting stuff what we're going to be seeing there. So we'll keep a track on that. I don't know what else comments they've got in here, but they've had quite a few. And everyone's getting pretty excited about that. Let me just jump out of here. Am I in the loop now? Am I? Maybe I was in a loop there. So lots of excitement around that. And of course they're doing their bridging, right? So I think it's up to 30 chains. So they're opening up liquidity to PulseChain as well, and then they're working with, I think, Hyperlane as well was the other big one there. So kind of cool. All right, so what else we got there? Peacock current liquidity pool. Just 5% of Peacock supply is enough to provide sufficient liquidity for Peacock trading across multiple blockchains and capture the growing demand. There we go. So some insights there. So, yep, Peacock on the move. And I thought we'd give that a good coverage. There we go. 76 hundredth of a penny, so just over three quarters of a cent. Let's see where that goes from here. So XGame and Peacock really the darlings at the moment on PulseChain, and for good reason. For good reason. One with the treasury, the other one with a big giant potential viral game coming out, XGame. So it's going to be pretty neat. All right, so what do we got there? Zero Trust underneath that with 15%. We've got Vouch, of course, with the big validators. Now, Vouch were having a few little changes that they had to make, but apparently they've got lots more polls to make even more validators, and they're number one validators right now, right? So they've got even more that they can make. So keep a lookout for Vouch. They're up 14% right now. In fact, we might have a quick look. I've got to give tab of time here, but we might have a quick look at that on X as well and see with these guys, the number one validator on PulseChain. And also got double income, right? Double income from here. So I think we did have a little update on here. Not sure which one it was. We had a few updates here from the looks of it. So we had this one here. Pulse is just sitting there. Put it to work and Vouch, 10% yield. Of course, liquid V Pulse. You put Pulse in and you get V Pulse out. Access the Vouch ecosystem. No lockups, no hassles. And then, of course, they had this out as well. Vouch provides neutral, reliable backbone PulseChain with a Swiss Army knife of blockchain validation. We keep things secure and trustworthy. So that is from Vouch, and apparently they got a lot more, not more polls to do, a lot more validators basically, and they're the number one validator, right? So pretty crazy. They've easily got over 4,600 validators now, making them number one on PulseChain. So pretty cool. They're from Vouch. What else? We're going to come back to there. So the price at the moment is just bouncing off the bottom from looks on the daily. It was sitting at quadruple zero 3,600. Now at quadruple zero 4,000, almost 4,100 there. And the RSI there, just coming off the bottom, 40 there and 43. So not bad. I'll keep an eye out on that. Right, else we got Zendog. Been around for over 7 months, up 10.5%. And then at number 8, we got Pump Tires. Pump Tires up 10.4%. Now, I'm going to have a quick look at Pump Tires because, no, they don't have their X count there, so I won't be looking at that. But that's Pump Tires right now. That's the launch pad, really. And apparently we have a pretty high conversion rate. I can't remember what it was. Crypto Solve did a calculation. Was it 5%, 6%, something like that? Was it that high? I think it may have been that high, 5 or 6%, which is pretty high, actually. I was kind of surprised. We might check that out again coming soon, but probably take me too long to find it. But that is Pump Tires conversion compared to, say, Pump Fun or something, which was really low. So maybe we'll check that out again on another one, but I have to find the post. I'm not going to hunt it now because I could spend a day just trying to find it. I think it was a recent post, but just don't know how far ago it was. And that's Pump Tires. Now moving to DevCoin at number 9, up just under 10%. So we've got 8 pairs at the moment over 10%. Number 9, DevCoin up almost 10%. Top Hat number 10. Obviously, Top Hat is paired with Peacock. Now, question is, was that just good luck, or is there a lot of conversations going behind the scenes? I think you guys know what. I think there's a lot of conversations happening behind the scenes, guys. I think there's lots of little partnerships and things going on. What do you guys reckon? I think there is. There's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes with some of these guys like Liberty Swap and who they're connected to, who knows what. Just like the Hive, where they're distributing all these promo things. The Captain and a Wild SJ. I mean, these guys all have sort of they seem to have extra information and working with coordinating there. And maybe even a direct phone line to the president of PulseChain. And I'm not talking about Xavier. I'm talking about Richard Hart there. So there's lots of things afoot there. You got to keep your ear to the ground. Keep your ear to the ground, let's say. But Top Hat there at the moment, up 5.8% as well, sitting at 1,300th of a penny. So have a quick look at Top Hat there for Crypto Coffee. But yeah, and who was in a van? Who was in a van delivering promo stuff with the captain? I think was Crypto Coffee. So there we go. We're up at the moment on the chart there as well, off the local bottom, I guess you could say. All right, what else we got going? UFO at number 11, up 5.8%. Love.io at number 12, up 4.75. Sun Minimi, or the big corporate there, making a bit of a move, up 4.7% at 4.6 cents. So we've got a little bit of a move happening there. You can see here on the weekly, there's a weekly chart that we have got a little bit of move, not a breakout, I would say, but definitely on the upside there, especially the last day and a half. But it is still range bound in here, but certainly making a bit of a move there. And of course, you can find out when the corporate buy and burns are. The last one, the corporate buy and burn, was actually 5 hours ago. We can see it right here. See those three? There's a corporate buy and burn right there. they can pick and choose when they want to do it. And they've probably got well in excess of $10 million in the kitty there. And they're probably way higher than that, is my opinion. So they could move this chart like moonshot anytime they want. So we'll keep tabs on that. I don't know if they've done the Floyd listing yet, but that is some of the news that we're expecting. I see all those buys there from Bank now. That's Ramp now. Sorry, not Bank now. Ramp now is ticking there. That's just on the time frame. Let me jump away. What else have we got? BFF number 14 is up 4.6%. 9mm is the second biggest DEX, is up 4.3% as well. Still at 1/10 of a penny, so not really moving around too much from there. But PulseChain is down, right? So PulseChain is down. We haven't got the momentum of the underlying feed coin, right? Troper at number 16, up 3.4%. PTC, the Greys, needs a bit of love. I'm sure Perry Banana's giving it a bit of love. He does a great job covering PTC, and that is up 3.4% right now. So, you're picking up PTC, the Greys pretty nicely there. What else there? We've got Trump token, number 19, up 2.9%. Reserve Tay at number 2021, up 2.5% as well. And then we've got BFF Teddy Bear, all around 2% gains. Pepe Meme Coin, 2% gains. Dow token, 1.7, so we're just under 2% now at number 27. And then we've got INC, being a bit greedy there, but taking up spots number 28 to 32, up 1% as well. And then we've got Dow token at number 33, up 1%. So we've got a third of the coins at the moment trending above 1%. And of course, PulseChain slightly down. So they're all in the money, really. And then we've got a lot of other ones here as well. SolidX trying to make a little bit of a break here, but still around $5. Obviously, SolidX is going to benefit from XGame and with rewards and staking and lots of other perks. It's going to be different tiers. Those tiers will be based on US dollars, not on the amount of SolidX tokens you have. So the higher price of SolidX, the easier it will get into higher tiers and get more perks and more rewards. Is the way I think that's going to happen there, based on some of the stuff that Randy Olasky's talked about. PTC the Greys down here still, number 63, down, pretty flat, but down just slightly. What else have we got down here? Hex is down here right now. Obviously, a real bargain right now is to pick up the old Hex, down 3.8% or so. Teddy Bear takeover down here as well. Sparta down here down about 5%. Gophers as well. Time Dividend, which has been one of the best performing charts, is down 5.8%. And then we've got a few others down here as well, including Finvestor around $7. They're all down right now. We also got this new token, Blair, is it? Blair. We might be talking about that a bit more in the future, but that is down 35% today. That was launched yesterday. We might be talking about that. We'll see. I don't know if that's one I'm thinking of. I could be confused. That's why I'm not talking about it right now. There's two different ones with B's, and I can't remember which one's which. Let's jump away to. Was it going to go time dividend? Yeah, we'll quick look at that. Got to keep tabs of the time here, though. So, that's down from that high. Boy, yeah, really rallied really well. Got up to almost half a penny, and now it's back down at 0.3 of a penny. So quite a lot of volatility there. It really came back quite strong there, didn't it? On that PulseChain pullback there, down to 50 on the RSI. So maybe, not quite a good little pickup yet, but certainly keep a tabs on that. Tends to bounce on the RSI around 40. Maybe hold off till that happens, as the guess there. So that's pretty much the markets right now. Peacock and XGame, and it looks like Vouch are really leading the way right now. And maybe even honorable mention there to Zero and Pump Tires. Those are in the mix right now. We got Q Baller in house there. Morning all. Good to see you, Q Baller. Big shout out. Welcome. And where are we up to right now? Where are we up to? I'm just trying to remember what's the show called again? I just got to remember. Have I covered everything? That's a question. My other screen shut down for some reason. So let me have a quick look at where we're heading here. What's on the menu? I think we're going to Gladiator games. That's got the latest big thing launched, right? So we're going to talk about that. Let me just pulling up the show here. So what have we talked about? I've talked about the XGame public test that's about to start. We've talked about all the rest of the PulseChain. So we're going to go to Gladiator games, and referrals is live. So let's do that, shall we? So let's go pick up the old Rome token. Let's see how Rome is going for Gladiator games. The first full tier game on PulseChain, right? So we're going to talk about that. It's the first full tier game, and you can see the chart there. So it's sort of flatlined at the moment, sitting around 4 zeros, 50, 100. Really good entry right now. And we're going to go have a look at where that is. Actually, the XGame there. We're going to go to that screen, actually. We're going to go to XGame. Actually, we'll go to, let's go to the website quickly. And so that is the Rome token there. And then we're going to go to, no, we're not going to sign on here, but this is the game. This is the website, right? So the website is pretty cool, but we actually might, should I quickly set up the other screen? I might do that, and we'll pull up the actual account, and let's do that. Let's see, I've got to unshare the screen here. I don't know what's going to happen when I do that. What's going to happen when I do the share the screen? Normally I'm on another screen, so let's go back up here, and let's switch that around, and then I'm going to bring up the other screen, and that will be better. Yeah, then we're going to reset here. Bear with me, folks. You can look at Cueballer's comment, morning all, in the meantime. So let me, I've got to bring up the right screen here. I've got so many screens open. Let me pull up this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, so actually, I've got to make sure I'm on the right screen for here. All right, so let's go to this one, and bam. All right, we're looking good. So let's go back now to the game. So this is Gladiator Games, of course, and we've had some big news today. So we're going to talk about that. And what do we got here? We got the game and play. Now, the new thing that's launched is referrals. So obviously, Gladiator Games is getting stronger and bigger and bigger. It is the top tier game right now, activating on PulseChain. And every weekend they're having tournaments. And now got midweek tournaments as well. That's how much it's growing. And last week they had $800 in prizes. That was tournament 4. And now that was fight for glory. This weekend, it's going to be tournament number 5, and guess what? The prizes have gone up about 80%. So the prizes have gone from about $800 to over $1,400, I think it is. So to around $1,400 mark, $1,400. So the game is growing strong. Now, the more players there are, the bigger the prizes will become. So you guys are all OGs right now, tournament number 5. But the big news today is that referrals have come out. So if you refer new players to the game, new gladiators, then you get a share of some of the gold that's being bid on in the game there. So it's pretty awesome. So all you have to do is go to the gold site here, and you just go down and you can get your referral code on the gold. So you just click on gold, and you can go and you can sorry, not the claim part. You can go to referral and just copy, and you'll have your referral code there, which is pretty awesome. So pretty awesome there. And if you guys want to join up, you might as well use my referral code. How about that? That works out well as well. So Gladiator Games now has referrals. And bam, bam, there is the link. I'll make sure I don't overdo it here, but that is the link there. And boom. All right, so that is the referral code there. I'm just putting that on the YouTube. So that's YouTube there, but I'll also post it in the under the live show on YouTube, so you guys can join up to that today as well. So man, I've got 2 there. So Gladiator Games. Gladiator Games, and you can join up to that. Posting under the X live stream right now, and join Gladiator Games. There we go. All right, so if you want to join up there, and once you join up, you can also get your Gladiator referral, which is pretty easy. You'll get it automatically shown there once you join up. All you need is a Degen wallet, or I think someone else called it something else. A Degen wallet anyway. Put some Pulse in it, connect up your wallet, and you can then add gold. So you just get gold here, buy gold, and it'll add gold to your account, and that's what you play with. So you gold 1-to-1 with Pulse, right? So 1 Pulse equals 1 gold, 1 gold equals 1 Pulse, and so gold is the in-game currency, right? So that's it. That's all you have to do. You can then go to Gladiators, create a Gladiator for free, right? So you can click Gladiator, you can create it. There are 4 different types of Gladiators, so you have to choose one of the types. One has a sword and shield, one has a trident and a net, spear and shield. So there's 4 different ones there. One has 2 swords, and so you can choose any of those 4. They have different strengths, all right? So different strengths, and then you can name your Gladiator. And give it a bit of a background story there with description there. And then you've created a Gladiator that look like one of these. And of course, it will be generation 1 when we first start, but it will have different qualities, right? So stamina, strength, speed, critical chance. Critical chance or crit chance is just the attacking blow, impact, and then agility as well. So you've got 5 different qualities to your Gladiator. And there's generation 1 gladiators, generation 2, generation 3, and you get new generations by breeding them every 2 or 3 weeks. So that's pretty much how that works. and you can see you can actually improve your Gladiator on every level. So this is a Generation 2. I can improve that. All I have to do is click, and I get that for free. The qualities or the training of the character by paying Rome tokens. If you buy Rome token, you can always upgrade them. So it's a bit of a trick there. This is very important to upgrade your character. It's 10. The base is 10 levels on every level is 10. So just do try and max up at that base level as you can. Of course, you can see I've got mine ones all here, so I'm just upgrading them. While we're online, just to show you. Level Generation 2 Gladiators. Now I also have Generation 1, so I just hit my focus here. I've also got Generation 1s here as well. And I've got tons of those. But I typically have 10 Gladiators that I send on to quests, and then I have 2 Gladiators. And some people have more. Some people have 4 or 6 Gladiators that they use for battling and upgrading. I have only 2. I do 2 there. And the tournaments are on, right? So once you do that, you get your Gladiators. You can also buy Gladiators off the market. So if you can't wait around, you can also just go Gladiators and click buy, and it will bring up and filter for Generation 2, which is the current generation is the main prizes, and you can buy them off the market. So you can look for a good deal there. They all come without armor, so they don't have any armor. You then got to go to equipment. You've either got to make your equipment by getting resources with quests and other things, and then crafting, or you can buy it off the game if you just want to get there quick. You can buy top tier gear too. There are 5 different levels of gear: common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. And you can buy those for gold, which is equal to Pulse, right? So in that sense. So once you've taken that, you can go back to your Gladiator. You bought some weapons. You can jump into a Gladiator, and you'll see your inventory down the bottom here. And of course, it's by different tier, and then you can just double click on that, and it will put the gear inside the slots. You got 12 slots, and it's got helmets and necklaces, chest plates, gauntlets, shirts, leggings. You've got to have it all kitted out, and the stronger it is, the more chance you got a chance of getting in the top game of the tournament. So just remember that. So your qualities of your Gladiator, got to upgrade those, right? Just upgrade those. You can use Rome to upgrade them faster. You've also got to kit out your soldier with all the latest gear, and that's really exciting. So you got that will be your base amount and your equipment, and then of course you're going to get stronger and stronger player there. So pretty awesome there. And then you can go to the tournaments and you can get involved. So the prizes this tournament, for tournament number 5, is huge, right? So it is huge, and it is down here actually, Gladiator Games Tournament, the Battle for Glory, and that starts in 1 day and 22 hours. So you've got plenty of time to get set up. And you've got Generation 1. You can play with Generation 1 Gladiators, or you can play with Generation 2. The prizes are different, of course. You can see the prizes at the top here. $1,360 in Rome for the champions, and $30 in Rome for the Generation 1, so Generation 2, Generation 1. And so massive prizes, up to 25 places. So pretty much everyone's going to probably win at this stage. So pretty exciting. You can already see that for the Generation 2, the main tournament down here, we've already got 9 people in already. And we've still got almost 2 days to go for registrations. So you can actually register as well, get in there as well. So that's kind of where you can see I'm already registered there. And you'll be battling me as well. Galactus. If you're after Galactus, you can give me a good fight. There we go. So that is pretty much that. At the moment, there's also a special project competition on at the moment. That's starting in 1 day, so it's slightly earlier. And this is something brand new. So Radon, which is one of the project teams out there. So if you're a project team and you want to do a collab and get your Gladiators, get people to join up, you can do that too. And so there's a Radon blast here as well that's going to be on. And so you can do that too. So awesome stuff. Now, to get into the main tournament coming up this weekend, it's 300,000 gold. To get into the Generation 1, it's 200,000 gold. So you can join up to that. And of course, the Radon there, it's for the Radon community. That's 100,000 gold for that tournament. So lots of action happening in the Gladiator games. And this is tournament number 5 coming up. And the prizes there, essentially over $1,400 if you include all the in-game gear there as well. So pretty awesome. So that's just a bit of a profile there, but the big news today, referrals are out. So the more players that come in, you'll be able to get paid from their betting and trading and all the rest of it in gold. So pretty exciting about that coming up there. So big shout out to Jason, the dev, launching that. Pretty amazing there. So look forward to it. All right. And your gold should show up on your gold balance there. That's pretty much it. I think we're going to finish off there. That is all the cool stuff. And like I say, that is the link if you want to join up, and I've also posted it on the X account there. So exciting times. I will see you in tournament number 5, guys. I'm going to be stronger than ever by the time I get in there. I've been climbing the ranks, not at the top yet, but I'm climbing the ranks there, and we'll see where we end up. All right. I think that's it for the time being. Let's go back to X quickly. I've got to keep track of the time here. Got a couple of minutes left. So let's get off here. Oh, I did exactly what I didn't want to do, right? Which is go to blank screen. And let's go back up here, and let me see if I can find the actual screen. I'm going to close that down and bring up the other screen that I'm after. And where we're going here, we're going to, let me just set it up while I'm doing it, I guess. Let's go here. All right, let me jump over here. All right, so we're going to quickly do an X1 update. So let's pull that up. So we're moving away from PulseChain now, and we're going to go to X1 and check out some of the updates that are happening here. What happened? We disappeared. Right, so X1. So X1 just launched about a day and a half ago. Day 2 results. Jack Levin, of course, known as the Vampire. This is a first fork of Solana, so it's a pretty big deal. And we've got pretty awesome stats coming out. Now, apparently there was a little issue with some of the staking, but apparently they've managed to wind things back something and get things going. So at the moment, 5 hours ago, everything looks back on track. And there's awesome stats for day 2. So we're going to quickly check it out now. So let's do that. I think let's just quickly check the comments first. Know what comments we've got in there. Yeah, so everything looking pretty good there. Let me just jump over to, hopefully this blockchain export. This is a third-party one, isn't it? So, but what we got there, we've got 432 nodes. So let's have a look there. Block producers 353. And so let's have a look here. The current transactions per second is 656 on X1. Average TPS 656. Max is 15,721. Block times is 300th of a second there, from the looks of it. Network efficiency is at 69%, and health looks like 94%. So that's kind of the overview of the network itself. You can see there's a lot of validators in Europe and in the United States, and a few. One there looks like in Latin America, and in Africa it's got 1 and 2. Not sure what state that is. What is that? Nairobi, Kenya. How about that? Isn't that awesome? So that is happening there. So there's sort of validators around the world. So big shout out there to Nairobi. It's but like one of the movies, isn't it? They go to Nairobi. So anyway, we got the current slot there, 173,000. Is the current slot, and they got the epoch. So they're installing epoch number 12, and I think there's about 131,000 slots in every epoch there, and that is 32.7% the way through right now. So that is happening there. So the chain seems fine. There was a little bit of an issue apparently with some of the staking dominance or something like that, but it seems to be fine now from the looks of it. Let's quickly go to the staking, 375 million coins. That's XNT is the main fee coin out of 1 billion. And that seems to be A-OK there with the old X1. So, looks like everything's going pretty well. I think the top one had quite a large stake. Yeah, there's 180 million XNT. It's pretty large, actually, 47.98. I think they were over 50%, so I think that was a bit of an issue. I think they may have done something there. 33% hold. It's got a 33% threshold. Values above 48% of the stake can halt network finality. So obviously there's a risk around the blockchain there. So they have that's probably been suspended or something like that to get them down below 33% of the stake supply. So that was very large. I did notice that yesterday. Looks like they've got an issue there. This one here has also got 48 million and 67% threshold consensus control risk as well. But validators above 73% of stake can control consensus from rewrite history. So I think there's been an issue there. So those all have, I think they've been fixed up, but they're still showing here the warning signs. So that was an issue. Not uncommon, I guess, to have things like that happen. But I'm pretty sure, based on my reading here, that has been or is being fixed up, so everything is still moving forward there. 10 minutes ago. So 50 minutes ago, Jack Levin says we are cruising. So it looks like everything is a-okay, back on track there for X1 based on this comment. So yeah, that is where we are right now. Now the other thing, of course, is XDex is the next thing to roll out, right? So once they settle the chain and get that all running with the validator control and distribution, right, they will be having XDex. Now this is going to be the big DEX that's on there, and so this is going to be pretty new. Now another dev's been working on this, so this is something we're going to be looking forward to as well. Now just for a moment, I've got to be back in a second. I've just got to answer the door. It won't be long. So yeah, that is XDex. That's the next thing to be ramping up. So we'll be looking forward to that. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So we're going to keep tuned on that and hopefully have a bigger update for X1 and XDex very soon. But XDex apparently will be ramping up. And once that launches, that means we're going to get XNM, Zen blocks activating and all that sort of stuff. And you're going to be able to have all the different features operate: swapping, liquidity, farming, staking, validate staking, so you can be able to delegate XNT here on there too. Mint tokens, portfolio, and of course the big thing is Degen, right, as well, which I think I mentioned in the title, and that is the launch pad, right? So it's a bit like pump tires and pump.fun and stuff like that. So things already, there's going to be dual too. It's not just going to be X1 but Solana as well. So I think it's already operating on Solana, and so X1 and Solana there I think is going to be the case. So pretty cool. And then you're going to have launch pads, everything else like that. So yeah, Solana, Chad launch, Giga launch, X1. So it's going to have all that, guys. The TGN launch, Solana, and X1. So double chaos there. So it's going to be a pretty big deal. As you guys know, Solana is huge, particularly around meme coins. And now you're going to have Jack Levin with X1 and XDex and DGN there, vampiring the Solana chain as well as pumping the old X1. So that's basically a bit of a game plan there. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to see that. See that play out. And of course, everyone will be scammering to try and get XNT coin. You're going to be able to stake your XNM from Zen block mining. That's the proof of work side. Remember, the validating is the proof of stake side of the X1 chain. And you'll be able to stake your XNM coin and earn XNT coin. And then that's, you're earning the fee coin basically. And then you can probably, put it into other protocols and like derivative protocols and be able to trade those as well. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Yeah, fun times, going to be huge, and excited about where this is going to be going. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that. 58 minutes on the hour. I better get going because we've got some guests here now. But other than that, I will see you guys on the Gladiator battlefield. So yep, check it out. Validator referrals are out now, so you'll be able to not only enjoy playing the game, getting in the tournaments, but also sharing it to your friends and making some income off that too, earning gold. So you can earn big money now in the tournaments every weekend, and you can and midweek now they're going to have midweek tournaments too, and you can also earn money from other people playing as well, which is kind of cool. So it just builds on itself as really the top tier game right now on PulseChain and looking strong into the future. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Lots of new features coming up too for Gladiator games. So that's going to be really neat, including the Senate and other things. So keep a lookout for that. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, lots of cool things happening. XGame looking good. Peacock looking good. Vouch looking good. Gladiator games looking good. It's fun times. We know that Coinwell and Coinaki are coming soon. It's going to be a great place on PulseChain. And Richard, of course, is on the move with ETH money from the sacrifice, as well as the promos. Looking at 1 million units out before the end of the year. It's exciting times, guys. Exciting times. And of course, Q4 going to looking super bullish. And we're in October right now. So, just keep accumulating. And I'm sure everything's going to turn out pretty well and very, very soon. So, hope you guys enjoyed the show. Catch you guys tomorrow. And bye for now.